A little bit about the Guardian XO. It's a full-body, full-powered exoskeleton. Runs on lithium-ion batteries. Single battery charge will do up to 8 hours of use. They are hot swappable. The way that we're able to do that is the exoskeleton that you see here and the tasks that Jim will be conducting are using less than 500 watts.
However fast you can move, it can move faster to help stabilize you if need be. And when you're walking around, it's a very natural feel. So it's not so much you have to learn the exoskeleton, but it moves with you. Whatever you want to do, it's going to maneuver in the same way, right? So if you wanted to dance, you can dance in it, you know, and then you can operate in a very natural manner. So it's very easy to use, and it's also very light on the person. With the exoskeleton, we're going up to a 20-to-1 ratio. So I put in one part and it'll do 20 parts. So that reduces the load a lot. So it feels almost like, you know, a couple cereal boxes, right? It's not very heavy at all, really. It does all of the work for you, both in lifting and maneuvering. And when things are, you know, kind of moving around on the arms, you really don't feel that inertia because, you know, the robot is doing all the work for you. So anytime it moves, you can just stabilize it very easily.
Good morning, I'm Jim Miller. I'm Vice President for Defense Solutions at Sarcos. I joined the company at the end of, or the 1st of August this year after serving 29 years in the military. My last job, I was in the Army, in the Special Operations Community. I was a Green Beret. My last job in the military was at Special Operations Command where I was working on a research and development project called Talos. So we were working on trying to build the Iron Man, a suit that had a derived engineering task of having an exoskeleton to stabilize or provide lift to excessive weight, i.e. armor. So I became familiar with not only technology innovation R&D, but in particular exoskeletons and the variety of exoskeletons that are out there for different purposes. From the left side of the spectrum, on the medical side where you're just getting mobility, rehab, or even safety for an individual that has a degraded gait, altered gait, or can't use their legs, and legs actuated can help give that mobility to them. Move towards the center where you have logistics work for load-bearing exoskeletons. Just shy of that might be an exoskeleton that is providing just human performance, helping a joint, helping a knee flex so you can go uphill, helping an ankle flex so you can go faster and longer when you're running. What this exoskeleton is doing, it's the only one that's been able to overcome many engineering challenges of size, weight, and power is it's a load-bearing exoskeleton, which means all the weight of the mechanism itself, the machine, plus the weight you're carrying is transferred to the ground. And through software and mechanical engineering, the company has been able to figure out how to maintain your CG, your center of gravity with your body, so you're constantly dialed in and transparent with the mechanism itself. So how I move, it moves with me and for me. If I lean back, I don't fall backwards because it knows it needs to keep me centered forward for my balance so I don't fall over. Normally, if you're moving around with 300 pounds of machine around you, you're going to be offset, you're going to feel encumbered and uneasy. I would tell you very honestly, not only me, I'm not as good a dancer as him, period, but he can get in this bad boy and dance and kick his legs up all around. In this confined space will kind of reduce that, but at the end of the day, I feel very comfortable just getting in this mechanism. It's great. It's fantastic. I would encourage you, if you have the opportunity, to slide your left and get inside the experience on the right side and feel what it's like when you lift weight. I'm not going to try to move fast while we're up here on stage, but what we're going to do is demonstrate a delta delta task that the maintenance crews provide. Delta's important force below the wing is the backbone to their success and what they do along with the folks that take care of the customers and people on the aircraft themselves. This is about lifting the weights for the suit does all the work so you're not hurting yourselves. That gives you the ability to work longer, not just hours in a day, but longer weeks, years, doing heavy, repetitive lift tasks. You lift 40 or 50 pounds every day, 3 or 5 times a day. Eventually your shoulders, your knees, your back are going to become injured. For you, for me, just your understanding who I am, furthermore, I'm 51 years old. I have 5 knee reconstructions in both knees, I have vertebrae issues down in my lower back and in my neck. I've got both of my shoulders repaired as well. My right one separated about 6 months ago, and I'm waiting to blow that out completely. But I'm not feeling any major burdens right now. I've been doing this for at least 2 weeks, about 4 hours a day, and I'm fine. The only reason my back hurts at the end of the day is because I'm standing out in the audience watching you after I'm done doing this. And that's where the burden really is. So let's get to work. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to pick up this force torque multiplier. So the torque multiplier is about 60 pounds. I'm going to use this end effector tool. I'm going to hook it, lift it up, we're going to set it, I'm going to step over to the shaft, and I'm going to slide it on. And I'll remove it, and it's that easy. Alright, so the really neat thing about the exoskeleton is not only can you lift and manage that weight very comfortably, but now I've locked my arms in place. You can lock out the arms in any position. You can lock them out under the burden of weight. I can pick this up, lock it, and I can do work while it's hanging right here. Frankly, the robot likes that because it's working a lot less. And you can clutch out. It's reducing the power consumption as well. So, my task, I'm going to step over. I am simulating loosening the nut and just keeping the fan blades on the shaft. Hands free. Okay, task complete. Now I got to get the torque multiplier out of the way. Hook it. Pressure. Lift it off. Step to the right. Slide it down onto the hand pressure. That replaceable tool. It's at the end. Now, here I'm going to lock out my arms again, because I don't need the robot to help me move these 8-pound fan blades. Just slide them off. Step to my right. Make sure I don't bump anything. Here we go. The robot, the Guardian XO, does all the work for you. It doesn't matter how strong you are. My mother could get in this and lift that 50-pound weight, put it in place, and continue the day without being injured. My arms are providing 0 to no effort beyond what I would be doing when I do that movement like this anyways.
The exoskeleton, you can get a 20-to-1 strength ratio, so I put in 1 part and it counts as 20 parts, right? So, something like this tire that's 130 pounds is going to feel like 20 times less than that, so it's very light. And so, when I'm doing this task, I'm going to lift it up and I'm going to replace it, and if you blink, you'll miss it, because I do it faster than any person could. So, you want me to show you guys?
Yeah, I really like to do that.
Like I said, don't blink, because once I lift this thing, it's already going to be on there here in a sec. So I'm going to lift it up, step back, I'm going to pick it up, place it, and it's done. So, and this thing's 130 pounds. I could not lift that by myself, honestly. And I especially couldn't, try and place it like this, right? So that's pretty amazing. So, very fast. Let me show them the suitcases.
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
Please do.
So another thing that we have are these tools, these end effectors is what we call them. We have quick change end effectors so that I can press this and I can pull these off, right? And then I can swap them for these more kind of finger-like end effectors. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll show you guys. This arm a little bit closer. I'll show you. And just like that. So it's very fast. I'll go ahead and just lift a 70-pound suitcase, and after the demo, you guys will all be putting them over there so you guys can, try and lift them up for yourselves, see how heavy they are. And as you saw there, I just lock the arm out, go into hands-free mode, and do whatever I like. But so now I've lifted the suitcase, I'm just going to bring it over, place it right here, and voila. Just like that. Any inertia that's put on you is canceled out by our controllers. Even loads that you're picking up. So they're very easy to counterweight. So things that kind of slosh around like water or suitcases like these are very easy to move, even though they're swinging around.
So, any questions that you have for Fletcher, just yell them out. He's happy to chat with you.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and put the tire back down.
So get this lift quickly. It goes quick as it goes to the ground here. Grabs the tire, 130 pounds, right off the stanchion there, able to set it right back down. He's able to adjust immediately to the weight as that weight comes onto the exoskeleton.
Just like that. You're breathing. So it's an amazing machine. You guys really have to try it. That arm over there, you can feel exactly what I feel when I'm lifting weights. It's very easy. It's honestly life-changing to see how strong you can be. And the thing is it levels the playing field so that people of all sizes and strengths can lift the same amount. So, no matter who you are, you'll be able to do the same work as anybody else.